Hi everybody, welcome to live series with me here, Bright McCaffrey. I know it's been a while since we came your way with our series, and we have a whole new package for you in this new series. And so in this new series, we'll be talking about financial freedom. So did you know that the school teaches you how to count money, but they don't teach you how to make money? I think it's one of the mysteries that we'll be unraveling in these new episodes. So why the school system teaches you how to count money, yet they don't teach you how to make money? I studied accounting, all throughout at my tertiary level. So you can talk about accounting at every level, with professional certifications and all of that. But we were not taught how to make money. We were taught how to count money. So the school system has observed, researched, collated, and validated all the principles of financial freedom, but the school system fails to teach you how to make money. This is because money responds to value. Let me take that again. Money responds to value. So at every level, you need to strive to add value to your life. Everything that you are doing, you need to add value to it. Even that certificate that you acquired, you need to add value to it. And that is what is going to make you stand out of the crowd. So you need to add value to whatever you are doing. Rich people do not talk about money. They talk about value. Whereas poor people always talk about money. Poor people always talk about money, but rich people do not talk about money. They talk about value. It is value that brings the money. Now let me shock you. When we say somebody is rich, or let's say the richest person in Africa, the richest person in the world, we are not talking about the amount of money sitting in their accounts. We are not talking about money as in cash. We are talking about their assets. We are talking about their equity. All right. So that is what we mean when we are talking about somebody being rich. So we are talking about the equity, the assets of that person. So the valuation of these assets and equity is what we actually term as rich. So you see, it still boils down to what? Value. The reason Africa is still poor, one of the poorest continents in the world is Africa. But one of the richest continents in the world in resources is Africa. You see the contrast here. Africa is one of the poorest continents in the world, yet one of the richest continents in resources. Natural resources. The reason is that we do not add value to our resources. So all the time we export our resources at their crude level, at their raw state, and somebody is going to add value to it. The one who is adding value to it is becoming richer than you, the owner of that resource. You see the sharp contrast here. So that is where we find ourselves. So until we get to that place where our leaders understand that we need to add value to our resources, we will continue to remain in perpetual poverty. We will continue to remain in perpetual poverty. Is it not interesting that the poverty capital of the world, has some of the richest people in the world today? The poverty capital of the world is India. It used to fluctuate between Nigeria and India. Now let's take India and Nigeria, into perspective. When we talk about Nigeria has some of the richest people in Africa. If you talk about the world, they can actually feature in the first 20 or 30 people in the world. The same thing applies to India. India has some of the richest people in the whole of Asia, yet they are the poverty capital of the world. You know why? Because the masses of their population are very poor. Very, very poor. It is because we do not add value to our lives. We do not add value to whatever we are doing, until we will always find ourselves in that state. So the next time you are thinking about riches, think about value. It is value that will bring the money. It is not principles primarily that brings money. It is the value that you add to this principle that will bring the money. So until we come your way again, we are going to keep talking about financial freedom. God bless. My name is Bright McCaffrey.